They should have had Mackenzie do it.
All right, welcome back, sports fans. We have a late Wednesday evening face-off here between our beloved Eagan BAA Bantam Wildcats facing off against the one of the Cats from Lakeville South. Cougars. What should be a good matchup.
So the Cougars are coming in at 9-6-2. They've had some ups and downs this season thus far. Had some definitely quality wins. They are big. So what Eagan's got to do is we're going to have to get up and down the ice and just hitting when we can.
It's nice to have you in the booth tonight, Mike, because my normal counterpart isn't really into numbers very much. But when you go in to look at the now rankings, it does look like on paper a very a good to challenging matchup.
I agree. I think we're more even than not. And so to start out, we are in our way of blue, skating right to left, and the Lakeville South Cougars are skating left to right, and they're home whites. First line is out on there. Palin, Gannon, Boble, Umland, and Becker. Eagan controls the face-off back in their own defensive zone. Outlet pass knocked away by the Cougars. But Boble's there to take it back to center ice before he loses the puck to Jackson from Lakeville South. Quick shot deflected by the defense. Knocks it back out to the post. And there's a shot deflection. The puck is loose as Pagashik is able to squat on it. I was remiss. I don't know why. I always forget about the goalie. They're the protectors of the pipes.
That was a dangerous one there. Max was shielded, and puck came in and got loose. And
so Pagashik seeing the puck early. Same five on the ice. Face off near side in the Eagan defensive zone, controlled by Lakeville South. South through the low slot, knocked away by Gannon. Gannon up to Becker. It's a 4-on-3 advantage for the Eagan Wildcats. Becker to Boble. Boble loses it. Gets knocked away by Lakeville South. Gannon picks it up at the point. Tries to make something happen. Throws it down low. But Lakeville, they gather up at their own near side circle. Quick turnover by Gavin. Leads a tic-tac-toe shot opportunity wide left. Boble's going to dump it. Eagan's going to get a change. You got Thomas, Karsnia, Oberhammer, Saleda, and Land on the ice for your Wildcats. Lakeville South try to throw it deep. Karsnia takes the hit. Moving the puck over to Thomas behind the Eagan net. Eagan tries to swing out to Oberhammer, taken away by Lakeville South. Lakeville South with an opportunity right behind the Eagan net. In the low side circle, it's a shot right to Pogo's chest. He's able to gobble that up to a face-off in the Eagan defensive zone, near side circle.
A minute and a half in. Doesn't look like they're putting shots up yet, but I'd say it's 1-0, maybe 2-0. Lakeville.
Outlet pass, looking for Saleda just outside of his outstretched arms. Saleda applies pressure as Lakeville South exits the zone with speed. Turnover right to Gavin Thomas at center ice. Thomas to Oberhammer. Oberhammer applying pressure back on the Lakeville net, making it difficult for these defensemen to swing the puck and get it out of the zone. Zone held by Karsnia, and that'll be an offside as Land tries to hold the zone after it was knocked out by Lakeville South. Still have a face-off offside Eagan. Far bubble, Lakeville South side of the ice. Johnson, Nygaard, Pankratz, Palin, Gannon on the ice. Nygaard takes the face-off. So back to Gannon. Gannon to Nygaard. Nygaard takes a big hit. Puck just over to Johnson. Johnson along the near boards. His shot deflected high and wide over the Lakeville South net. Picked up by Pankratz. Pankratz wraps around looking for Palin. Palin's not able to corral it and leave it into the zone. So he's forced to recover it and regroup back at his own blue line.
Oh, I don't know why they didn't call that an icing, but
I'll take it. Eagan was really slow to get back to neutral ice on that shift. Lakeville South, outlet pass. That is way off the mark. That's going to drift down. They're going to say icing's been waived. So Pagashnik, nice pass off the boards to Gannon. Gannon, touch pass to Pankratz. Pankratz over to Nygaard. Nygaard to Palin. Palin gets a Pankratz. He tries to get a shot on net. That goes up high. Had the goaltender been out a little bit further, that might have gone right into the net.
Pitching wedge might have taken right there.
Yep. Umland getting a pass on the offensive end. Nice job holding the zone. Gets to Becker. Becker looking for Umland. There was 3 white sweaters there, though. Umland had no shot at getting that puck as Lakeville South exits the zone. And that's a shot and a goal. 5-hole. Turnover. Near circle. And there was no support by your Wildcats. So the Cougars go up 1-0 here early in the first period.
Yeah, need a little bit more continuity in our offensive zone play. I don't think there's really been much of anything yet.
Yep.
There hasn't really been much of continuity in their offensive zone play either, but they strike first.
So 10:26 remaining in the first period of a whistle-free period thus far. Becker takes the puck up, looking for Vobel, picked up by Lakeville South. That shot deflected, picked by Karsnia, wide right. That was a dangerous play. Becker back behind his own goal line. Upward pass right to Vobel. Vobel.
Oh, he held his foot. He held his foot, it looked like.
It looked like I'm going to hold his foot. You're right, but they're going to call offside. So there must have been some white between his skate and the blue line. Allegedly. We'll have a face-off, neutralized far bubble on the Lakeville South side of the ice. Land, Saleda, Oberhammer. Land taking the face-off. Pass back to Thomas. Thomas shot on net. That's sticked away by the Lakeville South goalie. Eagan trying to hold the offensive zone as Lakeville South controls the puck back behind their own net. So again, Thomas and Karsnia, Saleda, Oberhammer, and Land. Pogo back in net. Pogo making sure he does not let another puck go under his pads as he's kind of jumping up and down here, getting a feel for the ice here on a late Wednesday evening.
That'll be icing.
Icing, Lakeville South. Good, quick, aggressive outlet pass. Just misses the mark. That sails all the way down past the Eagan goal line. So we'll come back near side bubble. Johnson, Nygaard, Pankratz, Palin, Gannon. Nygaard lines up. He's hoping to get a quick draw and a quick shot from Palin. That goes deep near side corner. Lakeville South wraps around to Gannon. Gannon, his shot. Rebound up front. Knocked down by Pankratz as CJ tries to gather the rebound. However, Lakeville South has other ideas, and they come the other way with the puck. Good stick by Palin. Knocked it away. Shot wide right. Picked up by Gannon on the near boards. Gannon out to center ice. Gannon has his pocket picked as Nygaard comes up and delivers a hit. However, Lakeville South still controls the puck. Centering pass sails high and wide. Puck bounces free. Backhand by Gannon looking for CJ. That sails all the way back up to the near side point. And CJ just on the puck like a hawk. Sails through, shot right from the top of the slot, gloved by Pagachnik with a near side defensive zone face-off.
Good opportunity for the Cats just prior to that. Benji with a nice shot. Jace knocked it down, and it was just out of the reach of CJ on a back post rebound.
Here we are. So the first line's back out. Becker, Vogel, Umland, Thomas, and Karsnia. Quick shot by Lakeville South deflected. Left as that puck ran into the traffic. Thomas collects the puck near board, slides it out back to center ice to Becker. Becker's got a 2-on-2. He tries to slot through traffic, and he gets it knocked away by Lakeville South. Lakeville South, 2-on-3. That's a quick shot outside of the net. Picked up by Becker near boards. Becker's got Vogel and Umland. Cross-ice pass to Umland. Umland has to nudge it forward into the far corner. Picked up by Vogel. Vogel wraps it behind the Lakeville South net, hoping for Wildcat to be there. No one was there. Oh, that was a quick backwards pass. Vogel to Becker. Becker shot, pad save. Goal is off.
It's good effort there.
So good scoring opportunity for the Eagan Wildcats as the net was kicked off, and we'll have an offensive zone face-off with Saleda, Land, Oberhammer, Thomas, and Karsnia Would love a quick slide over to Oberhammer for him to use that big stick right out in front. Land to Thomas. Thomas looking for a lane. Got it to Saleda. Saleda over to Karznia. Karznia, his shot. That's deflected. Nice shot by Land looking for that top left corner as that just sails a little bit wide. Oberhammer wraps around his shot. Save wide right. Lakeville South takes it behind their own net. Deflected by Eagan as Saleda and Land. Nice battle low. To your point earlier, Paul, to hold some offensive continuity.
Spend a few seconds down there in the zone, right?
Sometimes it's all it takes to score. Oh, great job. They pulled the goalie way out. Oberhammer slid right around him. Could not score from the angle he had, so slid over to Saleda. Saleda's shot deflected, and Lakeville South clears it. Prime opportunity for Eagan Wildcats. Bouncing puck. Oberhammer looking for Saleda. Knocked on at center ice. But a second effort. Here comes Oberhammer into the offensive zone. Knocked off the puck. As we're just playing a little bit of patty cake back and forth here. Yeah, Thomas, Gannon, Land, Saleda, Oberhammer. That's Land. His pass to Oberhammer just behind him. That's a shot. That's a goal. It's deflected off of their centerman.
There have been several hard deflections, deflections that change the course of the puck drastically already for Lakeville.
Yep, they've been attacking the net very well. So 2-0 early in this game. A lot of game left. 6 minutes remaining in the first period. Johnson, Nygaard, Pankratz, Palin, and Gannon on the ice. Pagashnik had no shot at that at all. Nygaard to Gannon. Gannon surveying the ice, gets up to CJ. CJ, touch pass out into the neutral zone, picked up by Pankratz. Pankratz recycles it to Palin. Palin back to the logo, looking for Nygaard. Nygaard, he's going to lob it up and into the offensive zone, forcing Lakeville South to chase it back. Eagan gets away with one there. I thought Palin tipped it in.
Seemed like it.
So we're doing icing. Go back to the Eagan offensive zone. Same five will remain on the ice.
They've already pushed it up to period 2 on the scoreboard.
They're looking ahead.
I want to be home right now.
I get it.
Period 1.
I get it. It's Wednesday. It's late. It's a school night. Face-off goes the way of Lakeville South. CJ gets the stick on a wraps around the Lakeville South net, picked up by Pankratz in the far corner. Pankratz, his center pass, taken away by Lakeville South. Lakeville South, it's a 2-on-2 going the other way. Nice stick by Gannon as he knocks the puck around, takes it up to Nygaard. Nygaard, he's going to lob it back up just to the left of this Lakeville South goaltender. Lakeville South out back out to center ice and Palin. Palin, he's going to wrap it right back deep. As you've got Becker, Umland, Vobel, Gannon, and Thomas. Lakeville South clears the zone. Eagan recovers it. Pass from Umland to Vobel. Vobel can't control a really lightning hard pass. Here comes Becker along the near side. Looking at a shot on net. Taken away. Lakeville South going the other direction. Karznia on the ice. You got Karznia and Thomas back at D. That's a shot wide left. Wraps all the way around to their left winger. They picks up the puck. Taken away by Umland. Only briefly. He knocks it away back to Lakeville South. And that was a shot right behind Karznia. Oh, I'm sorry, Thomas. He's all right. Puck falls free to Vobel. Vobel. Shot. Pad save. Picked up by Umland. Umland looking for Becker. Becker trying to find some space. His pass out to the near side point. Tipped out by Lakeville South. Thomas is just going to lob it into the far side corner and hope that Eagan can chase it down to hold the zone. Turnover by Lakeville South to Vobel. Umland holds the line just briefly. Now here comes Lakeville South going the other way. Lakeville South, near side circle. Shot deflected by Thomas. Thomas to Karznia. Karznia up the far boards to Becker. Becker working some magic, gets it over to Oberhammer. Oberhammer, Vogel. Vogel, his shot deflected high over the net of the Lakeville South Cougars. Gannon, Palin, Oberhammer, Saleta, and Becker are on the ice. Oberhammer back to Gannon. Eagan cycles the puck. That pass was just to a patch of white ice and white sweaters. Shot deflected by Eagan, near side boards. Lakeville South controls the offensive zone. Lakeville South, backhand pass, deflected wide left. They get the rebound before Becker knocks it away after a battle in the corner. Becker up ice. They're going to wave icing, as Land is now on the ice for Becker. So you got Land, Palin, Gannon, Oberhammer, Saleta. Saleta at center ice to Oberhammer. Oberhammer to Land. Land chases it into the offensive zone, taken away by Lakeville South. Dangerous pinch by Palin. He was able to get a stick on it though and send it deep. Oberhammer along the far boards. Nice backup by Saleta and Gannon. Lakeville South, they exit the zone, and icing will ensue. So an offensive zone faceoff here near side circle to the goaltender's right-hand side.
Just under 2 minutes left here in this opening period. Not a tremendously physical game so far, compared to what we've seen a bit.
Yeah, not at all. I think the hit on Thomas was really the only hit I've seen so far, and that was a dangerous hit. So
It looked, yeah.
you got CJ Nygaard, Pankratz, Thomas, Karsnia on the ice. 1:55 remaining, so I imagine we'll have one or two more shifts after this before the period end. Eagan hoping to reclaim some momentum here as they trail 0-2. Lakeville South turnover at center line. Picked up by Thomas. Thomas trying to throw it deep. It's Samija from Lakeville South is there to knock into the Eagan defensive zone. Picked up by Thomas. Thomas throws it off the glass. Icing's been waved as Wolf is there to pick it up right in front of his netminder. It's a 2-on-2 going the other way. Karsny and Thomas are back. That's a shot. That's a pad save. Pushes it to the far boards, and Pankratz up to Nygaard. Nygaard looking for CJ. Here comes Johnson on the near boards. He saw the writing on the wall. Two big white sweaters coming at him. He nudges it deep. Becker's on the ice. Got Becker, Umlin, CJ, Gannon, Palin. As Eagan controls the puck in their own defensive end. Gannon, Palin to Becker. Becker looking for Gannon back at the center logo. Gannon wisely lets it drift free into the offensive zone as Lakeville South has to just throw it down the ice. 41 seconds remaining in this first period as Becker controls the puck near boards. Gets it to Gannon. Gannon back up to Becker. Becker, it's a one-on-one. He's going to loop it right through the low slot. Backhander, rebound. Tries to get the rebound. Knocked away back behind the Lakeville South net. Lakeville South battles on the far boards. They're able to take it back behind the Eagan goal line. As Gannon swipes it and gets up to Umlin. Umlin looking for a stretch pass to Vogel. That goes off of Lakeville South to Becker. It's a 2-on-1. That is offside Eagan, as Vogel is a step past the blue line. But Becker knew he had to take a shot as the period comes to an end. Eagan Wildcats 0, the Lakeville South Cougars 2.
All right, well, let's see if the Cats can generate some excitement here. It's been a little mild, I'd say.
The second period is where we shine, right? That's not really true, but let's.
It is tonight.
It is tonight. There we go. Umland, Becker, Vobel, Thomas, Cars need to start. Pogo back in net. Becker controls the puck to the high slot. His shot, blocker save, goes to the far boards. Picked up by Umland as Becker was helped to his knees. And Lakeville South comes the other way with the puck. Thomas, little moon ball right to the center logo. Knocked back to Carson. That's offside. Would have been a sweet pass. Becker just drifted. You know, like a canoe out to sea.
Skates glide. I mean, that's what they do.
Right. I hope not. Here we are back at the center logo. Oberhammer, Land, Saleda, Gannon, Palin. So quick shift to start the second period as now we've got the second unit on. Oberhammer back behind the Lakeville South net. Tries to get it back to Gannon. Gannon doing everything he can to hold the offensive zone. Oberhammer wraps around the net looking for Land. Land not able to connect. Now it's a 2-on-2 going the other way. Lakeville South goes to the far circle. Backhand, glove save, Pogo. So a face-off, top side circle, left side of the ice. To Pogo's left-hand side, Eagan defensive zone.
Scoreboard saying shot 6-6. Maybe. What's that?
Chris Umland has 7-7.
Okay.
I trust Chris.
So equal nonetheless.
Yeah, shot knocked wide left along the near boards. Picked up Gannon. He dumps it deep. He's going to look and chase and realize it's him against 3 Cougars. So he's going to backtrack back out to the blue line. As Palin's quick shot, glove save by the Cougars netminder. So we'll have a face-off to the right of the Lakeville South goaltender. The Eagan offensive zone. Here we go, boys. Got Karsnia, Thomas, Nygaard, CJ, and Pankratz. Last game, we saw CJ get an assist and a goal. So we're looking to maintain the positive production from this third line. Icing's been waived. That snow slowed down that puck quite a bit. Outlet pass to Nygaard. We're going to have a penalty for a slash against Lakeville South. So your Eagan Wildcats will go on the power play here. 12:26 remaining in the second period.
Go Blue!
Let's see if we can't get a spark here.
Umland, Becker, Gannon, Vogel, and Thomas on the ice for your Wildcats. In the far side circle.
The offender wanted to go kill the penalty out.
I like it. I like the enthusiasm. Face off. Becker gets it back to Thomas. Thomas over to Umland. Umland back to Thomas at the top of the point. Thomas, he's going to lob it down right off the shin pad of the Lakeville South player. Vobel rebounds it. His shot deflected near side corner. Zone maintained by Umland. Umland over to Vobel. Top side. Back to Thomas at the point. Umland, nice shot right from the little circle. That was going in, but that 5-hole triangle collapsed right before the puck got there. So Thomas tries to take it in himself. He gets pushed wide. Backwards pass to Becker. Becker to Gannon. Gannon back to Thomas. Thomas tries to hit the point. Doesn't get there. Here comes Lakeville South the other way. Lakeville South. They muscle all it through. That's a shot and a short-handed goal by Lakeville South. So the Wildcats are trying to generate offense. They end up going down by yet another goal.
And I was just thinking, like, at the beginning of that, like, we did a nice job of getting some opportunities and getting it back into formation a couple different times, and that time didn't work, and it cost us.
Yep. So 1:13 remaining on the Eagan power play. The Lakeville South Cougars go up by a margin of 3. Oberhammer, Nygaard, Saleda, Palin, and Land.
It's actually defense now.
Oberhammer comes out with the puck, center pass to Saleda. Saleda loses it right between his legs in the middle of the slot. Zone maintained by a crafty Zach Land. Gets it over to Oberhammer. Oberhammer's blind pass back to Palin. Tipped away by Lakeville South before Palin could get there. Oberhammer to Nygaard. Nygaard crosses the Lakeville South blue line. Backwards pass looking for Oberhammer. Oberhammer outskates it. Gets it to Saleta. Saleta, his shot. Right to the breadbasket. Actually, oh my goodness, that was really close. So that was underneath the goaltender. Sitting right in front of that goal line. So that was a good scoring opportunity that Eagan just could not convert. So now we'll have another go at it here. With 18 seconds remaining in the power play. Becker, Palin, Gannon, CJ, Pankrat. That's a shot. Did that hit pipe?
I'm not hearing anything.
Rebound goes to Becker. Power play is down to 4 seconds as Eagan tries to get something going on the rebound. Lakeville South back to center ice. So we're going to get a penalty here, probably against Luke Becker for slash. So Becker goes in the penalty box as your Eagan Wildcats go on a penalty kill just 3.5 minutes into the second period.
Well, this is probably not the best time to talk about it, but I'm reminded of a smart man's statement that you can't get 3 till you get 1.
Very true, Mr. Land, very true.
Let's just get 1. Let's get 1 here, folks. Shorty.
Shorty would be great. We got Umland, Gannon, Land, and CJ on the ice. Lakeville South cycles it back and forth. Back to the near side. Back out to the top of the point. That's a shot deflected by Umland. Umland. He's going the other way. Kind of takes it slow, wants to just kill off as many seconds as he can. His shot goes off the shin pad of Lakeville South defender, and now here comes Houlihan, near side. For a minute, it looked like Gannon and Houlihan were dancing as they both spun around each other. Lakeville South right through the middle of the slot. Gannon comes in to take it away. Gannon goes the other way. Gannon goes around. He goes up, he goes in. So Ben Gannon, he puts one up on the board, short-handed goal. He goes the distance.
Top shelf from very deep in the zone.
He did a nice job navigating 3 players and popped that one up backhand up and over the goaltender. So showing some positive momentum here. 2 quick shorties. You don't see that very often. 1:14 remaining on the penalty kill. Thomas, Karsnia, Nygaard, and Lamp.
Well, you can't get 3 till you get 2.
Damn straight. Quick shot, wide right. That would have been sweet. Catch the goaltender sleeping, although I don't think it's going to happen at this level. Lakeville South comes out of their own zone with it. They're going to try to set up the power play. They're going to dump it and chase it into the far corner as they will call offside. Oh, they're going to call intentional offside.
I thought it was icing.
Was it icing, really? I thought it was past the red line, but maybe not. All right, icing's the call. Paul has a much more astute eye than I.
What is this?
Icing.
Icing, okay.
All right, Lakeville South, they win the face-off. They come up the near side boards with speed. Land and Nygaard, they attack the top. Karsnia and Thomas down low. Karsnia attacks the puck. Lakeville South centering opportunity, knocked away by Land. Lakeville South resets it back up at the top. There's 29 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. Shot goes through right through the heart of the
nice
Eagan defense, and a very nice job by Gavin Thomas. Knocking that back out, forcing Lakeville South to waste their possession. There's 10 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. Nygaard out front, pass down low as Karsnia tries to take up space. That shot deflected right into Pogo. That's a pad save. Kicks out wide. Good heads-up play. Was that Land? Tried to kick it out to Becker leaving the box. However, his pass was knocked down by Lakeville South. So Lakeville South tried to come the other way. Taking away Karsnia to Nygaard. Nygaard tried to dump it deep, get a change. That was knocked down. And now Lakeville South, they're shot is on net, so no icing call. Thomas is forced to get it back. Becker to Karsny. Karsny wraps it around his own net. Lakeville South just peppering him behind the net. Oh, errant pass. Nygaard's out to apply pressure, forcing Lakeville South to regroup in their own defensive zone. Lakeville South, little dump and chase. Lakeville South just took out Karsny. No call is neither one were playing the puck. Out the pass, all the way down to Saleta. Saleta tries to turn with it, taken away by Lakeville South. What a good battle by Saleta, getting it to Becker. Becker, touch pass over to Thomas. As Oberhammer ends up with it, Becker's shot deflected. Back to Thomas, he tries to get it, to goal! Lucas David Becker! With 7:03 remaining in the second period, it brings Eagan within 1. Nice pass, good effort. I think that came out to him twice. The first time it was deflected wide to Oberhammer. Oberhammer nudges it back to Becker through the mid slot. Becker one times it, does not miss. The score is now 2-3.
Bit of a snipe there, and I don't know, man. You can't get 3 until you get 3.
You're right.
You can't get 4 till you get 3.
That's right. So your Wildcats back in this game halfway through the second period. Gannon, Palin, Lan, Oberhammer, Saleta. That was a weird one. I think that would have been icing.
I don't.
Drifted wide. No referees were actually making any signal at all, whether they're waving off or not. So the goaltender felt like he had to play it, nudged it back out. Puck falls free. That's a shot. Blocker save. Another shot taken away right before the netminder by Lakeville South. And now here they come the other way. They run into the referee. Some might say, I'm not saying I would say, but some might say, it's nice to get a positive contribution from a referee.
Some might say that.
Some might. But I would not.
I mean, some might also say just a neutral contribution.
Yeah, that would be good too.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, I would
Nope.
be disrespectful.
This staff of 4 has been very good.
They're good.
So we got Gannon, Oberhammer, Land,
There's
Saleta.
only 3 out there, by the way.
I'm used to seeing 4. You're right, there are only 3. Even better, see? They're so good, I thought there were 4.
They're very good. We're doing a good job today.
Oh, we get a shift. You got Gannon. Thomas is coming on. Gannon on the near side. That was a great exit pass by Lakeville South, pushing the offensive zone. Gannon pushes him wide back beyond his own net as Lakeville South wraps around to their point. Deflected. That's just sitting there right in the low slot. Nice shot by Pogo sliding over. And Becker, great battle to pull that puck away from his goaltender.
Yeah, that wasn't a positive contribution.
He was pinning us back. That's a shot. That's a
We're
save
going to
by
say that's
Pogo.
accidental. We'll say that's accidental.
Yeah, it all was. So here we go. We got a face off to Pogo's left-hand side. Eagan defensive zone. You got Becker, Vogel, Umland, Karsnia, and Thomas. Thomas takes the business end of the back of the stick. He falls down. As Karsnia collects it, gets it over to Umland. Umland backhand pass. Somehow, Vogel is all the way up there. Oh my goodness. What an opportunity. That was magic. I don't know how Vogel was there to collect that puck, first of all, and then to get the puck to a sliding. Luke Becker went wide and the puck just got deflected by the tip of the netminder's stick.
Yeah, he got to move to where he wanted to.
That was the tying
Moving where he
opportunity. That was amazing.
5 minutes
It was a
left
backhand
here.
pass, yeah.
Second period.
Thomas collects the puck, wraps around his own net, looking for Umland. Umland looking up ice again as Vogel starts to leak out. Lakeville South, that's offside. So have a neutralized drop here, near side bubble. Eagan half of the ice as CJ, Palin, Gannon, Pankratz, and Nygaard come onto the ice. Nygaard takes the face off, gets it back to Pankratz. Pankratz up to Johnson. Johnson near boards. Johnson slides it over. Nice opportunity looking for Pankratz. It was just out of his reach. As they chase to get to the puck far boards, Lakeville South beats them there. Their pass up ice. As Palin's back to defend. That's a shot.
Big
Six
rebound.
dangerous rebound, knocked away. And brought up by Palin. Palin dumps it back on net. That's a stick save wide left. Palin somehow takes out 2 Cougars, but they're able to clear the zone. And that should be, oh, they're going to wave off icing. So Pogo plays up to Gannon. Gannon, nice pass to Pancratz. Pancratz is all along near side. He's going to get to the circle. He's going to fake a shot. Then picked up by Lakeville South. Lakeville South coming another way. Near side boards, they're going to drop it back by the Eagan net and try to get a shot from the far boards. CJ. It's a knee guard. Knee guard up and into the bench. Still have a face-off to Pogo's left-hand side. Eagan defensive zone. 3:37 remaining in the second period. Saleda, Oberhammer.
I mean, if their board's right, we've definitely tilted it here with shots 18-11 on their board.
Good eye. I didn't even look at the shots. I didn't realize that they put them up there. It's got Land, Oberhammer, Saleda, Thomas, and Karsnia. Thomas had his stick held there, but still was able to get position and get the puck up to Saleda. Saleda gets it to Oberhammer. Oberhammer plays it fancy off the boards. Runs into traffic on the near side post. That's taken away by Lakeville South.
No.
Lakeville South, nice hustle, quick shot. Pad save, Pogo. Land exits the zone. A bit of a lob pass. Icing's been waved. Lakeville South catches up to it before their goal line. Knock it down ice at Karsnia. Karsnia off of Land's elbow into the Eagan offensive zone. Lakeville South, their pass up to the point, knocked down by Karsnia. Karsnia again. Over to Oberhammer. Oberhammer to Land. Land shot. Rebound. Up to himself. Off the face mask. And then he hit it again. Up high. Lakeville South recovers it. Back to the center line. Taken away by your Eagan Wildcats. Eagan back and forth here behind the Lakeville South net. As Lakeville South, they get it, they throw it up ice. No ices, that won't get there. Nice shot by Gavin Thomas, applying pressure. And he wins the battle, has the puck back in his own net. Touch pass to Luke Becker. Becker, Saleda, Oberhammer. Becker on the far boards. He's going to come around all by himself. His shot was saved by a sliding Cougar netminder. We'll have a face-off to the near side circle. Eagan offensive zone. Umland, Vobel, Becker, Gannon, Palin.
Yeah, good trek up the ice from Luke there. Gets a little backhand look that is saved by the tender, but good pressure.
That's one of those things. It's Becker shows it, and Lakeville South has shown it too. Up ice, races to the puck on instances where Eagan might think it's an icing. That's a shot by Gannon, wide left, kicked out to Umland. Umland to Becker. Becker back to Umland. Umland along the top side circle. His shot, blocker save, bounces around and wide right. As Lakeville South, they gather up the rebound, try to control the puck, but they are pestered by Umland and Vobel as they're finally able to wrap it around their own net to the far side. But now Becker wanted some action. Gets that puck up to Vobel. Vobel, his centering shot over to Umland, deflected. Now back out to Palin. Palin's shot. Bounces wide right. Nice job by Vobel trying to knock that back right in front of the net. This is what we wanted to see in the first period from your Wildcats.
Some sustained pressure.
Nice centering pass. Vobel had it. Knocked away by Lakeville South. Lakeville South going the other way.
Nice shot, Benji. Has to be offside, right? Okay.
Offside. Hard to see because we can't see the puck, but you looked at where he looked down to pick up the puck, and there was some definite neutral zone ice under it. So the neutral zone drop, near side bubble, Eagan side of the ice. Karsnia, Thomas, Pancratz, CJ, and Nygaard.
52 seconds left here.
Lakeville South wins the faceoff. They're going to pop it right deep behind Pogo. Picked up by Thomas. Thomas off the high glass. Knocked down by Lakeville South, but they've got to recover back at center ice. So they regroup. Try to knock it deep, picked off by Thomas, looking for a streaking knee guard or Pancrats at the center logo. Can't hit him. Lakeville South, their quick shot went wide left. Secondary shot, wide right. Thomas and knee guard battle in the far corner. Picked up by Lakeville South. Lakeville South, that was a nice little touch pass and shot wide left. That shot deflected wide left. I'm getting tired of saying shot, so let's clear the zone.
Let's get through this period.
There we go. Pancrats up to CJ. CJ nudges it back towards the goaltender. Goaltender's going to knock it down for the end of the period. So your Eagan Wildcats battled back from down 3 to 2-3 here as we head into the third period. Welcome back to the start of the third period. Eagan Wildcats and their way Blues getting right to left. The Lakeville South Cougars and their home whites getting left to right. It is Land, Saleta, Oberhammer, Palin, and Gannon as we enter the third period in this District 8 tilt. That's a quick shot. Palin does not get through. Picked up by Lakeville South along the near boards. High off the glass. Palin tries to collect a bouncing puck that will be offside. Lakeville South. As we will have a face-off here. Near side bubble, neutral ice. Your score is Lakeville South 3, Eagan Wildcats 2. Shots on goal. Eagan came back around, and they're winning the shot on goal battle now 22-13. Palin back to Gannon. Gannon up to Saleta. Saleta looking for Oberhammer. He's just going to dump it as there were 3 white sweaters in the way. So dump and chase. Lakeville South tried to pressure or push Oberhammer, but they ended up falling down. Eagan throws it deep. Now there's an outlet pass from Lakeville South. Icing's been waved. Picked up by Gannon. Gannon to Saleta on the near board. Saleta, he's got Oberhammer. He's going to shoot wide right. Picked up by Oberhammer. Oberhammer tried to center it. Zach Land will retrieve it in the top side corner. Tried to get it out to Oberhammer for a quick shot, but Lakeville South was there to take it away. Carsney and Thomas are on the ice as your Eagan Wildcat defenders here. That is Lakeville South. Tips it back into the Eagan defensive zone. Carsney to Saleta. Saleta up ice just to the netminder's right-hand side as he sticks it down, looking for an outlet play. Lakeville South wraps around their own goal a couple times as they've got lots of open ice here along the near side boards. The streaking Lakeville South right winger tried to do a nice little slick pass right in the center of the crease, and that gets knocked down by the back of the net. Becker somehow.
Let's move it, boys. We got a couple of skaters behind.
So you got Becker, Vobel, Umland, Thomas, and Carsney. Becker back behind the Eagan net. Out to Vobel. Vobel looking for Carsney. Carsney pinches. He can't catch up to it. Lakeville South is going the other way. So Lakeville South have a 2-on-2. They come near side circle. That shot off of Pogo's face. Wide right as Thomas collects it. Gets his pass deflected. Back to Becker. Becker to Thomas. Thomas back to Becker. Becker back to the center logo. He's got Umland on his right. Vogel trailing. Becker still somehow has the puck. Tries to center it. Knocked away by Lakeville South as Umland's forced to get out to Palin. Palin, his shot. Palin says, psych! And brings it in.
Out there.
Yep, brings it in. And that's deflected by Lakeville South. As they're able to clear the zone, they're going to throw it down far ice. And the race is on. That will not be icing. Gannon's got a cougar on his back. Puck is loose right in front of Pogo. And Lakeville's not doing a nice job of just finding the open skater. That shot, friendly fire. As the Cougar's down, slow to get up. Don't know where that, looks like it hit his leg. Gannon to Vobel, near ice. Vobel's got Becker. He's going to take a shot off the shin pad as it goes far ice to Gannon. Gannon, again, shot off the shin pad that goes up and over the board. Into the net, so a face-off. Down to the netminder's left-hand side, Eagan offensive zone.
Good timing for this kid because he's really struggling getting off the ice. I thought they might just whistle it.
I praise him for trying to get up, though. That is a stinger for sure. So hopefully he's okay to return later. As we've got Karsnia, Thomas, Pankratz, Nygaard, and Johnson on the ice for your Wildcats. Nygaard lines up at the top side circle to take the faceoff. Nygaard to Pankratz. Pankratz battles in the far corner, aided by Nygaard. Puck pops free to Lakeville South. Lakeville South. They get a shot on net. It's stick down by Pogo. CJ to Nygaard. Nygaard's got Pankratz on his left. He's going to cross the Lakeville South blue line as he loses an edge. And Lakeville South forces the puck back to center ice. And Gavin Thomas, he's looking for a seam. He skates up. His shot deflected wide left, but he's still on the puck. Battles in the near side corner. CJ's back to fill his slot at the post. As Lakeville South does clear it, and CJ's got to get back for it. CJ over to Karsnia. Karsnia to Nygaard. Nygaard up to Pankratz. Pankratz back to Nygaard. Nice little tic-tac-toe here by Eagan Wildcats. Forcing the zone into the Lakeville South defensive end so that we get a change in Oberhammer, Land, Saleta, Gannon, and Palin. Lakeville South collects the puck. They come up ice to 1-on-4 as Palin and Gannon slow him down and get the puck over to Land. Land's got Saleta and Oberhammer trailing. Land, that shot was a save. It just drifted near side post, almost in. That would have been amazing. And an unfortunate tip. Lakeville South, their shot from the near side corner. That's going to be deflected by Palin. Up and into the net, so a near side face-off. Eagan defensive zone.
Cats got 9:18 here to try to equalize this match. 23-15 on shots on the board. Favor of Eagan.
Land takes the face-off. Saleta streaks in to pick it up. His saucer pass over the stick of Odin Oberhammer. Lakeville South tries to clear the zone. Nice quick shot by Palin. Goaltender lost it for a minute and was able to pinch it between his two knee pads.
Pretty clean game here because that little charge up on Odin, he did a nice job of pulling his stick up and showing he wasn't doing anything. But we've seen lots of instances recently where that turns into lots of things.
Yeah, and it is kind of funny you say that because the activity around the goal has been very cordial.
Yeah, cordial. I like it. I like the word.
Yeah. Palin, Gannon, Land, Saleta, Oberhammer. Lakeville South wins the faceoff. They come the other direction. They've got numbers as Eagan streaks back to get on defense. That shot, nice job by Pogo, knocks it away. I think he just shoves it to the side, far side post. Gannon to Land. Land back out to Oberhammer. Oberhammer nudges it back to center ice. Just hoping to stave off this offensive advance by the Cougars. Palin up ice. Out in front of Saleta. Palin gets his pocket picked as Lakeville South. They're gonna be happy dumping it deep and getting a change. Gannon collects the puck. Gannon looking up ice. He's got Oberhammer, Saleta. He's got Becker behind him. Ooh. And Gavin Thomas is there. Shot on goal. Gannon almost had it as it was a dangerous play by Lakeville South, taking it right in front of their own net. Lakeville South, they're gonna wrap it around near boards. Picked up back at the Eagan blue line by Thomas. Thomas to Gannon. Gannon up to Becker. That pass is deflected, but Becker still gets there. Becker to Umland. You got Umland, Becker, Vobel, Thomas, Karsnia. As Umland has it, far boards. Back out to Karsnia. Karsnia, he's going to wind up taking a shot. That's up. Does not get through. Becker's got the rebound. Circles around the near side circle. Backhand pass to Thomas. Thomas, he found a slot that was tipped just wide by Becker. As Cars is going to start the cycle again. His shot knocked down by the Cougars. So the Cougars doing a very nice job of just taking up space as we try to get shots off. Thomas to Vobel. Vobel's shot deflected high and wide. As he catches up to it, gets to Becker. Becker back to Thomas. Thomas gets all the way through. Stick save. Lakeville South. As they are finally able to exit the zone. It's a 2-on-1 going the other way. Thomas has to be careful of the
interference there.
But he kind of was there, nudged him, and then backed off. So nice no call here by your referees. Shot from the point. Donald knocked down by Becker. It's Becker and Vobel. Cross ice to Umland. Umland, his shot wide right. Picked up by Becker as the puck flops around near side. Drifts it back down the Lakeville South net. Picked up by Lakeville South. I don't know if that hit the referee or not. That just kind of died. Lakeville South, they're going to throw it up ice. And icing's waved as the puck does not even get there. Nice hit by Lakeville South to get the puck. But Palin's there to recover. It gets to Vobel. Vobel to Becker. Becker back to the center line. Gannon, Palin, Becker, Pankratz, Vobel on the ice for your Wildcats. As we hit 6:05 left in the third. Bouncing pass goes through Palin's skates. Palin can't catch up to it. Lakeville South gets the shot on net. Pogo covers it. So a face off to Pogo's left-hand side. Gannon, Palin, Johnson, Pankratz, Nygaard.
Just under 6 minutes left here.
Nygaard back to Palin. Palin around his own net. Looking up to Pankratz. Pankratz back to Gannon. Gannon to Palin. Up to Pankratz. Pankratz takes it all up himself. He's swarmed by white sweaters. As they come the other way. Shot. Stick save. Rebound. Huge save. Wow, Max. That was deflected up into the air.
That was a heck of a rebound attempt from Lakeville. They swatted it out of the air.
Amazing shot and amazing save. Nice shot by Pogo. Keeping this a one-goal game as Karsnia, Thomas, Pankratz, Nygaard, Johnson are on the ice. 5:34 remaining in the third period. As Lakeville South, they control the puck. Their shot doesn't get all of it. Drifts aimlessly right through the low slot. That's picked up by Lakeville South. As Thomas and Nygaard tried to catch up to it. Wrap around for Karsnia. Karsnia loses it to Lakeville South. Lakeville South back up to the far point. They wheel it back down into the far corner. Picked up mid-boards by Nygaard. Johnson. Can't catch up to it. Lakeville South kind of look like they're running the power play. As a miscue there by Lakeville South, they throw it back to center ice, force themselves to regroup. So Eagan, the same five will stay on the ice. Inbound pass to Kirchner, and that's a shot, and that's went high and back behind, but the rebound took a weird bounce right back out to Lakeville South before Pogo has to get another rebound, and I'm not sure that's a penalty on Lakeville South or us. It looks like it's Lakeville South for goalie interference. So Lakeville South goes on the penalty kill here. 4:31 remaining in the third period. Hey! Thomas, Vobel.
I got 4 minutes, really.
Becker, Umland, Mike, and Gannon on the ice. Free Wildcats. Becker takes the face-off. Lakeville South picks it up for a moment. Now back to Becker right in the crease. He can't get a shot on net. Lakeville South back up to the point and gets it back out to center ice as Thomas has to retreat.
Awesome. I'm excited. Nathan Allard's in the house. I missed it for a men's game on the other rink, I think.
Nice. Always nice to see an Allard. Lakeville South, they're able to deflect it back to the Eagan defensive zone. Gannon retreats. Gannon to Thomas. Thomas up to Vobel. Vobel enters the offensive zone. Slides it over to Thomas near side ice. His shot Went right through.
A lot of traffic in front of there, but the goaltender's on it.
Went right under Becker's legs and right into the chest plate of this Lakeville South goaltender. So we've got 1:19 remaining on the power play. Hard to believe that was only 11 seconds on the first one. So again, Becker takes the faceoff near circle. Picked up by Lakeville South. They get it all the way back out, wrap it to Thomas. Thomas up to Vobel. Vobel back to Thomas. Thomas looking for a shooting lane. He's going to slide it over to Umland. Umland back to Thomas. Thomas down to Vobel. Vobel, he's going to take a, ooh, I don't know if it was a pass or a shot, but it went off a skate of a Cougar as puck goes back out to
tip
Thomas.
Benji just goes left.
I really like the traffic that they're getting in front of this netminder. Umland back to Thomas. Over to Vobel, and Becker's been called.
What is the call? What
is the call
here? I mean, like, they're not taking him off the ice, right?
All right, so no harm done. Face off at neutral ice, picked up by Lakeville South. Lakeville South, they dump it deep.
That hit
Did that hit Clayton's mitt?
It must hit something.
I think Clayton knocked that down.
That's not physics right there.
The referee did not see it. So we got Saleda, Oberhammer, Nygaard, Land, and Palin on the ice.
Well, the referee did not take AP physics then, apparently.
Nope.
I don't know.
Guess not. Lakeville South controls the puck back beyond their own net. They're going to come near ice as there is just 15 seconds remaining on the Eagan man advantage. Land down to Saleda, back up to Land. 7 seconds to get a shot on goal. There's a shot by Palin. Hard shot, good save. Deflected wide and brought back out by Lakeville South. Land recovers it up to Oberhammer. Oberhammer into offensive zone. It's now 5-on-5 hockey. He's going to nudge it up. And the puck is gobbled up. 2:18 remaining in the contest as the Eagan Wildcats are trying to fight back from a 3-goal deficit. We now face a 1-goal deficit with 2:18 remaining.
Running out of time here. I do like the effort and the settling down after the initial 3 spot.
Agreed. Johnson, Becker, Pankratz, Palin, Gannon. Becker to Johnson. Johnson. His shot deflected into the far corner, picked up by Pankratz. Pankratz back to Becker. Becker tried to get it right back out to Johnson. That was deflected on the far boards. Gannon tried to pinch and hold the zone. That just jumped over the blade of his stick as Palin's back for Eagan Wildcats. Palin to Johnson. Johnson back to Palin. Palin to Gannon. Gannon looking for Becker. Hits Becker. On goal. Icing's been waived. Pankratz, nice job trying to hold the zone as that comes back out to Gannon in the Eagan defensive zone. Gannon to Becker. Knocked away by Lakeville South. Eagan has pulled their goalie. We've got Becker, Thomas, Vobel, Umland, Thomas, and Oberhammer. Lakeville South, they're able to clear it. They're first for the puck. Their shot on net wide left. 1:14. Becker picks it up. Becker back in the net looking for Gannon. Gannon back up to Becker. Becker.
Hold on.
Over to Thomas. Thomas back to Becker. Dangerous pass, and that's game. So Thomas turns it over as he passes right through the meat of the slot. Picked up by Lakeville South. They shoot an open netter, and the Wildcats back down by 2. So 57 seconds remaining. Vobel, Umland, Nygaard, Thomas, and Gannon are on the ice. Back at the center logo. Nygaard back to Thomas. Thomas up along the near boards. He's going to dump and chase. Umland is back first on the puck, back beyond the Lakeville South net. He's got help in Vobel. Puck back out to Thomas. Thomas over to Gannon. Gannon, he's going to take a quick shot. Blocker save, Lakeville South. Gannon ends up with the puck again. Shot. Puck is loose. That shot just goes a little bit behind the pipe. And now it's loose. It's on the ice. Valuable seconds weighing off the clock. 23 seconds remaining. Again, Eagan's got an empty net. Land, slides it over. Nice shot. Nice pass. Good save. My goodness. You could not have asked for a better opportunity than that.
I mean, we're not getting a lot of luck right now, but
yeah, they're getting some good bounces. The goalie's playing really well. As that take us to the end. So, bringing up, that's fall 2-4 to the Lakeville South Cougars here in Lakeville, Minnesota.
Well, I think next time is Friday night at Eagan against Lakeville North.
Late again, I think. So,
Till then, peace out, folks.
have a good weekend.
Thanks, Chris.